It's opening day for the Texas Rangers at Globe Life Field.
April is National Financial Literacy Month, and UNT has you covered.
And Mean Green is known for their jazz music. We take a closer look at the 6 o'clock Lap Band.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on ntTV Nightly News. I'm Valentina Rojas.
And I'm Edison Stewart. It's opening day at the ballpark. Baseball in North Texas is back, and the question of the day, can the Rangers repeat the World Series win?
We'll hear from the fans in just a moment, but first, let's go to our sports anchor, Jalen Alexander, for more. Jalen?
Guys, there is no greater feeling than opening day. The Rangers are kicking their season off at Globe Life Field against the Boston Red Sox. Texas is looking to bounce back from their tough 2024 campaign, only winning 78 games, yet still riding high on their 2023 World Series win. The Rangers wanted to come in and put on a show, and whether you're at the game or watching at a sports bar, the energy around this team is always unreal. My colleague, Evanson Frank Love, who was out with the real Ranger fans at Eastside here in Denton, where watch party is just winding down. Hey, Evanson, how's the mood out there?
Thanks, Jalen. I'm here with the greatest fan base in Major League Baseball, and the fans are thrilled. I hope everyone has their season tickets because the Ranger season started today. The energy in here was nothing short of electric. Can the 2023 World Champions do it again? That's what the fans want to see. Hopefully this season shows more promise. It may be too early to tell, but playoff hopes seem real, realer than a dollar bill. I'm joined here by some of the greatest fan bases in Rangers Major League Baseball. I'm here with
Kill Grove, 161-1, baby, we're gonna win.
Michael Sluzarski.
How do you think that the Rangers performed today?
I think they look great.
Better?
I mean, for the first game, spring training, they looked a little rough at times.
Old
but
Burger Hamburger's gonna kill it.
So after not making the playoffs last season, what do you expect from the Rangers this season?
Playoffs, baby.
playoffs, for sure. I think if everybody stays healthy, we got a really good chance.
100%.
My last question, how excited were you guys to watch the Rangers play today?
Oh, I mean, I took the day off.
Yep.
So
Same.
it's my Super Bowl.
This is
So-
my Christmas, and I love Christmas.
We all love the Rangers. Thank you guys so much for doing the interview here with
You're
me.
awesome, buddy.
And just like the fans, I'm also
161-1,
excited
baby,
for
we're
the
gonna win.
Rangers this season. But that's all I have for you guys right now, so back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Evanson. What an exciting day for sports fans.
I am so excited for baseball season to begin again. Sunny days at the ballpark are always the best.
I am excited as well, Val. So now we're going to head over to Maddie Holston, our weather reporter, to see if we're going to need a sunscreen or an umbrella.
Thanks, guys. It looks like you're going to need an umbrella because for the next couple of days, our current conditions are going to be a little rainy. Our current conditions for right now are going to be 77 degrees in Denton. It's going to be 72, feel like 72, and then there's going to be 15-mile-per-hour winds. If we head into tonight, it's going to be 73 degrees. It'll feel like 63, and then there's going to be 15-mile-per-hour winds as well. And as we head into tomorrow, there's going to be 70-degree weather, feels like 67, and there's going to be 12-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to be rainy tomorrow, so that umbrella will be needed. That's all I have. Make sure you stick around for full weather later in the show. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Maddie. And nothing goes better with a beautiful weather than a beautiful city. Denton is setting the tone for recycling in Texas. Our live shot reporter Alexandra Teeters is live with more on the story.
Valentina, and that's right, Denton is now a national leader in recycling quality. In 2021, contamination rates were at 68%. Over the past 4 years, the city has reduced that to 8%. At the end of 2020, recycling facilities around the U.S. adopted a quality-focused system, and Denton followed the trend. In 2023, our City Council required all commercial and multifamily properties to implement diversion and recycling programs. The city's dedication to recycling efforts will extend the lifespan of our landfill for up to 10 years, which saves our taxpayers money. The city credits this to public education and new guidelines for the massive improvements. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Alexandria. And here at UNT, we are also big fans of recycling. It's just one part of the We Mean Green program. Every student here at UNT contributes $5 through the environmental service fee, and that money goes to support all of our campus's sustainability projects. That includes the community garden, our arts garden, and our efforts to make the campus a bee and bird-friendly habitat.
Along with the environment, there are other issues that also have an impact on UNT students. With food insecurity in Denton becoming more prominent, college students are feeling the impact, but there is help. The school's mobile food pantry was created to combat this issue. Having served over 28,000 individuals already, ntTV reporter Callie Hoff has more on how the food pantry aims to address the student hunger. Head on.
College, a time when students need all the extra help they can get. At UNT, they may just find that help in the form of free groceries. Statistics show that over 30% of college attendees are food insecure, a stressor affecting students across the board. Stationed on Lot 20 of their very own campus, UNT's mobile food pantry has set out to aid as many of those students as possible.
You get 4 more. Yeah. There you go.
Tristan Wheeler has been organizing the mobile food pantry for over 2 years. She tells us the turnout is always huge.
The mobile pantry, we have like a line of like 300 plus people. And I think just the dedication of students like standing in the rain, standing in the cold, wanting to get food, I think that definitely adds some perspective to the experience.
Wheeler and the volunteers hand out food nonstop during the event, with a variety of groceries ranging from strawberries, water, carrots, onions, and snacks. Students have many options to choose from. One volunteer, Anaya Vance, feels the importance of giving back to the community.
I think it's a really good thing for the community, and it's very helpful, especially for college students, because I am one myself, so I definitely understand.
A sentiment shared from one college student to another. You could also make a difference in the local Denton community.
I think to community members, I'd just say, like, at least for our food pantry, is to donate. So donating food, donating money, donating time, like for volunteering.
Donations are accepted at Crumley Hall, so don't hesitate to come through. Help is wanted and more than needed. For ntTV News, I'm Callie Huff.
If you or anyone you know is suffering from food insecurity, you can attend the next mobile food pantry on April 4th, located in Lot 20.
After the break, UNT is hosting student money management events to help you keep money in the bank.
And do you like listening to music while studying? We have the beats coming up.
Millions of student loan borrowers across the country could see their credit scores tank as delinquencies are supposed to hit record highs.
These borrowers could have a harder time obtaining credit cards, auto loans, and other forms of credit. The pandemic provided a reprieve for millions of student borrowers, But then Biden's student loan program hit a wall of legal challenges in 2023. Recent data shows more than $250 billion in delinquent debt being held by more than 9 million borrowers. Debt is becoming more of a burden at a time when Trump is dismantling the Department of Education. Critics warn that that could further complicate borrowers' abilities to manage their debt long term.
Finding a way to deal with money problems or learning to manage money in general is not an easy process. UNT's Money Management Center is an on-campus resource for just that purpose. ntTV's Aaron Erie has more on what they have to offer. Aaron?
Thanks, you guys. Well, I've got a question. What do the Emerald City and the month of April both have in common with UNT? Well, April is Financial Literacy Month, and here at UNT, the Student Money Management Center is hosting a wicked slew of events. I'm at the one-stop shop in the Eagle Service Center where the event is being hosted, and the Financial Center helps students manage their money every year with events that teach you saving skills, how to do your taxes, and most importantly, budgeting.
Budgeting is a plan, budgeting is understanding what money's coming in, what money's going out, am I happy with that, and what changes can I make to help me reach my goals. And I think that it's just a new concept for a lot of people, and so we're really excited that we get to be at the ground floor with people when they're new to budgeting and teaching them those different skills. We have great resources available on our website to help people learn those skills. And then also, if you're in the middle of your budgeting journey, we can still provide different guides and resources to help you further your goals.
The theme of this year's event is Wicked, and the workshop, they're hosting events such as Magic in the Making. The workshop teaches you how to future-proof your finances and plan for retirement. The seminar will delve into topics like building a solid financial foundation, how to set powerful goals, and navigate the risks with confidence. The event takes place on April 23rd in Willis Library. Check out moneymanagement.unt.edu to learn more. That's all I have. Now back to you both at the desk.
Thanks, Aaron. Now taking a more electrifying twist on things, the sky lit up not far from the Dallas area.
With more on the cause and effects, let's go to our weather anchor, Maddie Holston. Maddie?
That's right, it was wild weather for a lot of people in North Texas, but just a little northeast of us caused a fireball. Lightning hit an oil tank just north of Dallas in Grayson County near Sherman. The tanks exploded and caught fire. The blast was so powerful, some of the tanks blew off their foundations. It took firefighters about an hour and a half to put out the blaze. And good news is, despite all that fire, there were no injuries. Now, I'm going to take it over to our current conditions in our local area. It's going to be about 77 degrees in Denton. Over in Decatur, Sherman, and Fort Worth, it's going to be the same, 77. Over in Graham, it's going to be 80 degrees. Up in Bowie and Gainesville, it's going to be 79. Down here in Stephenville, it's going to be 71. And then on this side of the map, it's going to be 78 in Paris and 76 in Sulphur Springs. Now, if we look at our state map, over in Denton, still sitting at 77. Up in Oklahoma, it's going to be a little warmer. It's going to be 81 degrees. Over in Shreveport, mid-70s, 76. Down in Houston, we're going to be in the low 70s at 72. Austin's a little bit cooler. It's a little rainy down there. It's 67 degrees. And then over in West Texas, it's going to be warmer at 81 degrees in El Paso. Now, if we take a look at our 7-day forecast, it's going to be 70 degrees tomorrow with an 85% chance of rain, so you are going to need that umbrella. On Saturday, there's going to be a 40% chance of rain, yet it's going to be 85 degrees still. On Sunday, it'll be partly cloudy with 83 degrees. On Monday and Tuesday, it's going to be sunny. Monday, it's going to be a little cooler. It's going to be 68 degrees. And then Tuesday, it warms right back up. It's going to be 80 degrees. And then Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be warm still, but it's going to be partly cloudy. It'll be 81 degrees and 78 degrees. Now, that's all I have for weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Maddie. Ever feel like the right song helps you power through your homework?
Actually, yes. A new study shows certain types of music can improve your attitude. Let's check it out with our segment anchor, Angelique Black, for more details. Angelique?
Thanks, Edison. Yeah, it seems that right kind of music can make you smarter. What does that mean? Well, right tunes can boost your cognitive performance and mood at work. Studies that show instrumental work, music that means no lyrics, just the music, helps people complete tasks faster without sacrificing accuracy. Thanks to it engaging rhythms, another review highlights music potential to combat mental fatigue, making it a simple yet effective tool for productivity. So could your playlist be the key to better focus? Maybe you have jazz on your playlist. With that said, check out 6 o'clock Lab Band, our ntTV's Askell Martinson takes a closer look.
The stakes are high with an upcoming concert for UNT's 6 o'clock Lab Band. As students are practicing their music, their director, Natalie Wagner, has her own challenges to face when conducting the band.
There are no limits when you put the right kind of practice into your instrument. And so I really bring that into the 6 o'clock, and the way I direct the 6 o'clock is that the sky is the limit. It just depends on what you're willing to give and put into it.
The band is preparing all new pieces of music from their previous concert at the Syndicate, all picked out by Natalie. This includes classic charts such as It Don't Mean a Thing and Tricotism. There is even a brand new chart specifically arranged for the band called The Cat on Washington Street.
A rehearsal usually entails lots of running sections over and over again. And that's because I usually pick pretty challenging charts for the band. And one of my favorite things is to do that and then to see the satisfaction of the students at the end of the semester.
UNT is known for its jazz program, mostly for the Grammy-winning 1 o'clock Lab Band. However, each of UNT's 7 lab bands has something unique to bring to the table. Come see the 6 o'clock perform at their spring concert on March 31st at 8 o'clock p.m. For ntTV News, I'm Axel Martinson.
The 6 o'clock band has concert on the 31st and another performance at the Syndicate on April 2nd at 9 p.m. Perhaps checking out their concert will add some good vibes and productivity to your day. That's all I have for you tonight. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Angelique. And now coming up, a nonprofit based right here in Denton offers one-stop services for other organizations that want to help others.
And we check in on the Rangers' opening day game versus the Red Sox with Evanson. Stay with us.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
In 2012, a one-stop human service and nonprofit center opened in the Denton area. Segment anchor Isabel Smith is in the studio with more. Isabel?
Valentina, for over 10 years, Serve Denton has been a leader across North Texas, providing a central hub for dozens of nonprofits to serve their communities. On this edition of Helping Hands, I had the opportunity to take an inside look at Serve Denton and their over a decade of service. Off Loop 288 in Denton lies the Serve Denton Nonprofit Center, a first-of-its-kind hub for volunteerism in Denton.
We have 25 nonprofit agencies here. We have everything from food and housing and utility assistance all the way up to employment assistance, education, about 18 different types of services, either with organizations on site or organizations who may be elsewhere, but they use the property to provide services.
Serve Denton opened its doors in 2010 and opened their current office space in 2019, a time that CEO Patrick Smith said the community needed it most.
In March of 2020, the pandemic would hit. And so we became a key resource provider to hundreds of people who never needed help before, but they were out of work and they needed food or rental assistance. And so we became that hub for the community.
In the near future, Serve Denton hopes to expand their model into other communities in North Texas.
I think a lot of communities in North Texas could use a center like this, and we want to help them do what we did here by taking our experience and sharing it with them. And that's kind of the future for Serve Denton.
Reporting for North Texas Television, I'm Isabel Smith. To get involved or to learn more about Serve Denton, go to servedenton.org. That's all for me. Now, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Isabel. Now, Edison, time to find out how those Ranger fans are doing outside at Eastside.
That's a fact, so let's head back to Evanston for a wrap-up.
Thanks, guys. Moments ago, it was packed here at Eastside. Even though it was an unfortunate loss for the Rangers, there's still a long season ahead. And what better place to watch these future games than here at Eastside, hosting watch parties. As you can see, we still have some fans that are hanging out after the game. Now, for those of you who missed the game this afternoon, my colleague Jalen Alexander has more on today's game. Jalen?
That's right, Evanston. It is a big day in DFW sports. The Rangers kick off their season at Globe Life Field. The Stars keep their hot streak alive with another win. And I have good news for Maverick fans on the Kyrie Irving injury. We've got all the details coming up next.
I wonder what's on the radio today. I don't know about this. This is not it.
Everything alternative, commercial free. 88.1 Indie.
Here at KNTU, we have two traditional stations, 88.1 Indie and KNTU Jazz. We've also recently launched an internet radio station called Mean Green Hits. If you want to hear more, you can check us out at MediaNorthTexas.com.
That was pretty good.
I use Flex to buy my favorite snacks.
I use Flex to get me through my mornings.
I use Flex at my favorite campus restaurants. I love how Flex is a cashless payment method and can be used at all campus dining venues.
So, how do you use Flex?
Are you tired of seeing the same old city? You want to learn something and go overseas? Then study abroad with one of many UNT Study Abroad programs. You can find a Study Abroad office right here at Markey Hall, room 145.
My study abroad program left on me a great impression. We have a lot of different programs and it varies. We have faculty-led, affiliate, and exchange programs. When you're ready to leave for your study abroad program from UNT, you're gonna go through pre-departure orientation and modules so that you are prepared.
The power to turn the world into your classroom is right here at UNT with our study abroad programs. Take flight and take in charge of your education.
The Texas Rangers are set off their 2025 season today with an opening day matchup against the Boston Red Sox at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Taking them out for the Rangers today was the veteran right-hander Nathan Uvalde, who threw 9 strikeouts and only let up 3 hits and a home run. He was the starter for the second consecutive year, and Uvalde's leadership and experience are expected to be pivotal for the team's pitching staff this season. As the Rangers embark on the 2025 season, there's a renewed sense of optimism among fans and players alike. With key players returning from injury and off-season acquisitions, the team is poised to make a strong push in the American League West. Dallas Stars forward Jason Robertson delivered a standout performance, scoring a hat trick in the second period to lead the team to a 4-3 victory over the Edmonton Oilers. This marks Robertson's second hat trick of the season and the 5th of his NHL career. Goaltender Jake Ottinger was instrumental in the win, making 42 saves and ending his shutout streak at over 130 minutes. Despite missing top scorers like Connor McDavid, the Oilers mounted a late rally with goals from Corey Perry, Adam Henrique, and Zach Hyman, but fell short. This victory extends the Stars' point streak to 6 games, keeping them competitive in Central Division standings. Dallas point guard Kyrie Irving has gone through a successful ACL surgery per the Mavericks. The Mavericks said they will provide future updates on Irving's recovery as appropriate. Recovery from ACL surgery typically takes between 6 to 12 months. NBA training camps generally open in early October. Irving, who's 33, tore his ACL in the first quarter of the Mavericks game against the Sacramento Kings on March 3rd. He landed awkwardly on a drive to the basket, but stayed in to make 2 free throws before heading to the locker room. An MRI later confirmed the torn ACL. Dallas, the defending Western Conference champion, is in a tight 3-team race for 9th and 10th in the West as they look to keep their season alive. That's all I have for you guys. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you so much, Jalen.
Well, here at UNT, we all know and love our iconic albino squirrel.
Yes, we do. And now a one-legged robot is getting a leg up on our beloved Lucky by pulling off some high-flying stunts. CNN's Jeremy Roth has a story out of UC Berkeley.
Take a look at a quirky one-legged robot engineered to stick a landing on a branch just like a leaping squirrel. Biology and engineering students at UC Berkeley first studied the jumping and landing patterns of squirrels, which they say apply natural braking maneuvers to stop on their intended targets so deftly. They then designed Salto, their own bouncing bot, to use a springy step and balancing flywheel to leap, land, and level itself in a single bound, just like its nutty counterpart. The high-flying feat was chronicled in the journal Science Robotics, and the university says it's a big step towards bigger possibilities, like using the leaping bots in construction, environmental applications, and maybe even space exploration. Now, if they could only design a robot to prevent leaping squirrels from stealing food from my bird feeder. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
I could definitely still beat that squirrel in a race.
I don't know how UNT students would react to having robot squirrels. Imagine what that fun would be like if you saw any of them here. Like,
I know.
Just flying around through the trees. But that was it for us tonight. Thank you for watching ntTV Nightly News.
Join us again next week here on North Texas Television.